little more power.
Okay. Go, Fiona, go. Fifi, go.
Landing gear up. I need to put the nose up a little bit. Trim up.
You're the reason I started watching Twitch and got into Will and everyone else, so thank you for that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Been watching on and off for a long ass time on various accounts, usually more during big political events. Never subscribed because ad block worked for ages and whatever. Always leave when you play games and then go to bed and then I listen long as it includes me. You all I walk on a regular basis with me and I don't just grab it and reach.
Fuck.
If I'm still around, okay, come on, guys.
Through. He's got the pedophile arm.
Bobby Hill. A big sandwich. Let's look at that. A user underscore big
Trim to the left a little bit.
sandwich. Hey! In the chat right now. Look at that.
Okay. We're about to hit 1,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and turn off the fuel pump. Fuel pump off.
I don't fuck with this guy no more. Let's see if I was right. Oh! Yikes! Did she just say a segregated space? That seems pretty racist, honestly. Is it okay that mods are calling people male monkeys in the chat? Not offended, but wondering if that would be alright if that went the other way. This chat is extremely toxic. Holy shit, Omega Law. All I asked if I was racist to claim white.
Hey, that says Guatemala. That's fucking cool.
Since that's a RTBA ban, I suspect that was and no longer following 2014 account RTBA ban. All signs point to one thing and one thing only.
Nice.
No, not a fallen chatter. More so a chatter that was already on the other a chatter that probably joined this community after the other community that he was already formerly a part of and then went firmly back to that community only. There's a chatter who had already made up their minds about defending white people but also claiming to be a liberal. Yeah, this is not a fallen chatter. This is not a lever.
Beautiful. Okay, trim a little bit. Do an 80 and speed.
RTBA was my shared mod with Divorcelli. I don't know what he's up to. I think he left the community completely.
Dude, the claps have stopped. The claps have...
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Jub 1276. Maybe he's out touching grass and shit. No, he definitely isn't. I came out the pussy with the Communist Manifesto in my hands. This person is still in here.
Ooh, 33 miles. Okay. Ooh, what's the weather like? Okay.
The claps have...
Let's see. Okay, let's do a couple more. JBIM90. User. JBIM90. I love doing these. Oh. Oops.
Hmm.
JBIM 90 is gone. Purged. The Rocky TV. User. The Rocky TV. Racism is over. Illegal to film the police, KEGW. Does the outcome of this trial set the political stage for the next 4 years? 4/20/2021. Aren't conservatives the minority trying to tell everyone what to do? Unfollowed. 8 months. A formerly 8-month subscriber. This person is gone.
Okay, 3.30.21. Okay.
Could be a fallen fan. Could be a house leaver.
21. Okay. Damn, 14 knots headwind. What the fuck?
2021 was the Derek Chauvin verdict. No, you got to remember, they don't just like immediately stop following, like because of what they responded to last. They usually will stop following, for one reason or another, like around the time period, like after they
Dude, what the fuck?
after their last chat, if they stopped watching for extended periods of time, or if they basically unfollowed and their last log is around, look up 34 MKD50. That's my ride or die, dude. What are you talking about? That's my Turkish king. That's my Turkish oiler. House leaver. And remember, the house thing is, I don't think it was because people were leaving because they were like, wow, that's antithetical to like being a socialist.
Okay.
That was simply because like a lot of people that left around that time was because like I kept getting pummeled over and over again with controversy, and it could be because people were annoyed to hear about me defending that over and over again. What is the house thing? Oh, that's nice that you don't even know about this. The house thing is when I bought a house for myself and my family to live in, and although I got it through like a legal trust and everything, it still got doxed and leaked, and then Fox News, Breitbart, and numerous other hater-ass fucking communities made articles and YouTube videos extensively about how I was a fake socialist because I was living in a $1 mansion. And I think that there were a lot of people in that time that were just like I think a lot of people don't really pay attention to shit. They just see like controversy or the controversy and they go, oh, fuck this, I'm out. Don't forget the 4-hour Discord calls. Yeah, there were literally orbiters that would do debates on whether or not it was acceptable for me to own a house.
This dude's boring me. I'll show you right now. Let me get the cruise in about 500 feet. We are going to hold on, this may be a little bit too loud. We're going to Belize City. Belize. We're leaving Guatemala City in Guatemala and going to Belize City in Belize. Okay, 10,000. Go back a little bit. Okay. Okay. 22. Okay. Shut up, plane. Shut up. What? Okay, I kind of want to watch that. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Something's wrong with my plane. Oh, I was going up? Bring it back to 22. Sick. Okay. Then shocks off Belize.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here on Key Coker here in Belize. And today we have for you 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Belize. And I want to tell you, the first thing that shocks a lot of tourists when they come here is they speak English. Look, I'm not saying, oh, a lot of people speak English.
What the fuck?
In the tourism industry, people speak English. No. The official language of Belize is English.
Oh yeah,
All
even
the
that's in
signs
Central
all
America.
over the country are in English. You want to have miles per hour? They have that here. It's crazy. You're like, oh my gosh, it's Latin America where they speak English. It's one of those really interesting kind of things. It's actually, this used to be called British Honduras, and Belize only got its independence in 1981 from Great Britain. So
British
we have
Honduras.
a lot of British influences here, including the language. So it makes it a lot easier for people to actually come and visit. If you're not sure about your Spanish or your Mayan or whatever, you can be just fine. Now, if you speak Spanish, it's okay. Most people speak English and Spanish, and you'll hear some Creole when you're here, kind of like a Spanglish kind of thing. You will hear that occasionally, but English, you'll be totally fine. So for a lot of people, it's kind of shocking how easy it is to really get around and do everything here because you understand the language just fine. Now, the second thing that kind of shocks people, though, is they think, oh, British influence in the English and stuff like that, so it's going to be quite British, and it's going to be quite refined, and it's going to be on time and stuff like that. Oh, no. The second thing that's going to shock you when you come to Belize is you got to be on island time. Even if you're not on the Keys, on the islands, you're going to be on island time because everything takes a little bit longer.
I'm on island time.
And that's okay. I mean, you're here to relax. I mean, Belize is perfect for relaxing, okay? The people are chillax. The food takes a while to eat and enjoy and stuff like that. The beer's ice cold. You'll enjoy relaxing, but you got to realize, when you're ordering your food, when you're getting sat down at a restaurant, when you're waiting for your food, when you're getting your bill, stuff like that, when you're waiting for service, it's island time. So just go, as they say here in Key Coker, go slow. because you have to, otherwise you'll go crazy. And I know for a lot of tourists that can be tough the first
Me.
few days, but believe me, after a few days, you're totally used to it. Like, oh, you eventually flag down the waitress, order a couple beers, hop in the water for a while, come back out, and then they arrive, okay? So that's another thing to know about, all right? Now, when you are ordering those
my hair getting on my
comforters, or
face.
you're getting a fried jack, or you're getting yourself the
Fucking
Pelican
hate it.
beer or stuff like that, or anything made with rum, another thing that shocks tourists is you pay in US dollars here, or you can pay in US dollars here. Look, Belize has its own currency, the Belizean dollar, okay? But the thing is, it's pegged to the US dollar 2 to 1.
A ver
You'll
si
see
ponen
prices in Belizean money, so it'll be
huevos.
like 20. But you can just pay with a $10 bill, no problem. You can interchange them, no big deal, which is really awesome. And let me tell you, as a tourist, I know in a lot of the online things and a lot of the books, they say, oh, there's ATMs all over the place. No, there's not. Sometimes it's hard to find ATMs and stuff like that, especially if you're going to be going out and about and seeing some of the Mayan ruins. I mean, you're going snorkeling, come on, there's nothing out there, but you do have those things. So bring some US cash when you come here. If you're coming from Europe or other places that don't use US dollars, I mean, you're going to need to get some US dollars, because I have not seen very many exchange places at all when you're here. So know that. But hey, paying in US dollars, so much easier. You don't have to worry about it. But Belize money, Belize dollars, you'll be fine too, no big deal. That's what comes out of the ATM. But hey, I just took out some money before I came here in the US and just spent US dollars when I was here. You will get your change back in Belizean money sometimes, and sometimes in US dollars if they have it, so you do have that, okay? Now, another thing I should talk about with the money is you're gonna be shocked when you come here that Belize, though it's in Central America, for those of you who don't know, Belize is sandwiched kind of between Guatemala and Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. I mean, it's gorgeous here, and it's beautiful, and the people are awesome, but you have this Latin American vibe when you're here. But the thing is that shocks people is you don't have Latin American pricing when you come to Belize. I'm not gonna lie to you. Belize is more expensive than pretty much anywhere else I've been in Central America, okay? Now, the reason some of that is if you're gonna go to the Keys, like here in Key Colker, or go to San Pedro and stuff like that, is it's islands, okay? So you're gonna have the upcharge, because you have to bring everything here. But what I have noticed is, you know, eating and the tours and the accommodation is more expensive than when we were in Nicaragua or Guatemala or Costa Rica, stuff like that. Well, maybe like Costa Rica prices, kind of like there, versus a Nicaragua or Guatemala, okay? So, and that especially goes for when you do tours when you're here, whether you're gonna be going to the Mayan ruins near the Guatemalan border, or you're here on Key Colker and you're gonna be taking snorkeling out or scuba diving out to the Blue Hole.
Ooh.
It just feels that the tours cost more than they should. I mean, the tours are awesome here, and I'll talk about those later, but it just feels like they're a bit higher priced than they should be. Not that you're upset about the tours, it's just one of those things that just is a bit more expensive than the rest of Latin America, or I'd say Central America specifically. Now, the next thing that shocks people when they come here is, I'll be honest with you, when you go snorkeling and scuba diving and go to the beach here, oh my God, the water, crystal clear, gorgeous. We're taking the water taxi in from Belize City over to here. You're like, oh my God, look at that water. My son's like, look, is that a school of fish? I'm like, yes, that is a school of fish. It's so cool. We're out here. I mean, seriously, straight behind us, we're in the water, and there's schools of fishes swimming around.
That's
so
awesome.
Even if you got your kids and you want to go on one of the tours to go snorkeling, you could just hop in the water here and enjoy it. It's just gorgeous. But if you're a scuba person or a snorkeling person, pay for those tours. Go to the Blue Hole to see that if you want to see those things. If you want to see more wildlife, you might want to go to different places than the Blue Hole, but Blue Hole is one of those really cool places to see. But if you really can see a lot of like sea life and wildlife and stuff like that, not probably the best one to go to, but there's all kinds of other stuff to see. You want to see manatees, you want to see the fish, you want to see sharks, rays. There's so many cool things to see, but when you're on the beaches, the beaches are gorgeous, okay? And when you watch the sunrise on the beach, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Or since there are keys out here, these islands, well, Belize is the mainland's behind me. You can watch the sunset here as well, and it's just gorgeous. So believe me, you want to hit the beaches when you're here, all right? It's just awesome, and do all the cool stuff that goes along with it. Now, the next thing that's going to shock you when you come here to Belize is when you go and see the Mayan ruins. Look, Belize has got like between 350,000 and 400,000 people here, give or take, with the tourists and stuff like that. But the thing is, back in the day, there was 1 million Mayans that lived here in Belize, and you have some really cool ruins scattered
And they
throughout the
fucking
country.
disappeared.
It's really something you should check out when you are here. Caracol is probably the biggest one here in the country. You can go see that easily. There's a few more of them. I know there's one you go to, and we were at the ferry, and they're like, hand crank the ferry across for you to go up there to see the lookout point. I mean, it's just really kind of cool. And I'll be honest, if you're going to be staying in San Ignacio, okay, that's kind of like the base for like the adventure tourism and tube canyon or cave tubing and stuff like that. I'll talk about that later in the shocks. When you go there, you can actually go over to Guatemala for the day to go to Tikal. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a huge Mayan complex with huge towers and huge temples and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they figured out there's probably like 10,000 structures there, and they have, you know, 200 uncovered now. I mean, it's just really amazing, and you can see how the jungle vegetation has climbed over the stuff, but you can see that in a lot of the ones here too. But Tikal can be an easy, like, oh, I want to go over to Guatemala for a bit. Very easy to get over there, but I shouldn't talk about that because this is about the shocks of Belize, so definitely check out the Mayan ruins here. They are very cool. Now, my next shock
I want to
has
see that.
to do with getting around, maybe getting to those Mayan ruins inland, which is gorgeous up there, by the way, or maybe it's coming here to the Keys. It's transportation in Belize. Look, you're going to fly into Belize City, which is not the capital, by the way, but you're going to fly into Belize City, and you can just hire a driver to take you to San Ignacio if you want to go do those things. If you want to come here, you can grab a water taxi. Yeah, you can grab the water taxi.
I thought it was the capital. I was wrong.
Water taxi. They'll bring you here out to the Keys, or you can do a little flight over there. There's all kinds of different ways to get around, but I will say is when you're driving around, since there's so few people, it's pretty sparse when you're on the highway. The roads around here, and they will be pretty bumpy. Like I'm like talking boom, boom, boom. So be ready when you're doing taking your
be ready for shitty roads
around here, because it can be a bit like shaky and bumpy and all kinds of stuff. But when you do drive around, no matter where you go in the country, you have gorgeous views. Whether you're heading in inlands or you're heading on the water taxi here to Kikoker. I mean, one of the things that got me is when I got to here to Kikoker, they use golf carts as transportation. There's no cars here. You're like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. So
hell yeah.
Those things. The transportation around here can be pretty interesting. I will say if you transport on your feet when you are here doing the hikes, definitely be prepared for a lot of hiking and stuff like that. But it is kind of a cool thing. And my next shock for you has to do when you are walking around on your little footsies, and that is you can drink while you're.
Also, I was not expecting Guatemala to be this mountainous. Holy shit. It feels like I'm back in the Andes. Look at these gorgeous mountains. Holy shit.
Walking around. Yes, if you're coming to the Keys and stuff like that, you'll see people walking with a drink all the time. Nobody giving it any troubles or anything like that. Yeah, because in Belize, technically, you can walk around with a beer. You can walk around with a rum drink, because that's what you're going to go for here, the rum. And the thing is, the only thing you need to know is don't have it in glass jars or glass bottles, okay? Have an aluminum can, you know, of beer or a drink, or just put it in a plastic cup and you'll be totally fine. That's the way you do it, so you can just totally relax. Because this place is, remember, go slow, relax, it's Belize, you're gonna have a nice time, just chillax. But it's really nice to chillax. You go, hey, I can walk around with my drink, I don't have to leave it at the bar behind me. Nope. You can have a good time with that. Now, when you're walking around with your drink, you may say, hey Mark, am I gonna be safe walking around with this drink? I mean, one of the biggest searches when I put Belize, the thing that comes up on Google is Belize safe and safety in Belize, things like that. That is one thing that has shocked me, is how safe I felt here in Belize. And I'll be honest with you, Belize is pretty chillax here. The people are pretty chillax. So I say, hey, you want to come to, like the punchers, the people try to get you into the restaurant and stuff like that. You're like, nah, man. They're like, oh yeah, next time, man, no worries. I mean, it's kind of like really laid back that way. And I have felt pretty safe here with my kids, which is really nice, which is different than if you look online and look at the crime numbers here. I mean, the crime levels here in Belize are really bad. But they'll tell you, oh, that's mostly Belize City or the southern part of Belize City. And it's true. And the thing is, a tourist, you're not going to stay in Belize City. You're going to come straight out here to the Keys and go enjoy out here. Or you're going to head inland to like San Ignacio or some other places and enjoy those. Because there's a lot of places to go that aren't in the crime part of the country. Now, having said I feel really safe here, I will say there's some certain things, you know, the danger of the sun and the bugs, that's a big thing. When you're driving around, always have your seatbelt on. If you are going to be drinking with your buddies,
I'm drinking,
do not go out late night by yourself. You know, always be going in a group, stuff like that. You know, basic travel safety stuff. I would have that. So I would say, though the statistics make Belize look unsafe, it's not as unsafe as you think, because it's not. You're not going to be going to those parts where those things happen. Okay, so but do pay attention. Now, for the 10th thing, I want to talk about the nature and all some of the cool like adventure stuff you can do. But we're going to go to San Ignacio to finish this one off. So bye from Kikoker.
I am going to Crime Town.
To finish off our 10 shocks. And the 10th thing that's going to shock you when you come here to Belize is the nature adventure tourism you can do. Look, we're here based in San Ignacio. Good place to be based to do some of the cool stuff. Like, oh, have you ever thought of going tubing? Yeah, there's tubing. But have you ever done cave tubing? Oh yeah, you can do that here. Also, great base to go and see those Mayan ruins I talked about. You can see them here because they're right near the Guatemalan border. I mean, from Tikal, you can get easily from here, but that's in Guatemala. But the thing is, horseback riding, kayaking, canoeing, stuff like that. This is like, oh my god, there is so much outdoor adventure stuff to do. So you have kind of a nice mix. You can do the beaches on the Keys like I showed you, or you could be here in San Ignacio and have like a laid back time and do adventure stuff during the day and then relax at night at some of the bars and restaurants here in town. So I hope that helps you be a bit better prepared for coming to Belize. If you want to learn more, maybe the don'ts of coming to Belize, or maybe you want to just know some of the basic what to know before you come to Belize.
Oh my god, I fucked up. 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 I fucked up.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Fuck. Okay.
I really appreciate your likes, subscriptions, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that every Wednesday and Saturday when we put out new videos, it definitely shows up in your feed. And I give a special thank you to all our patrons on Patreon for videos like this possible. If you want to help support us, check us out at patreon.com/WaltersWorld to find out how. And we'll say bye from beautiful Belize. It's unbelievable how cool it is. Bye.
Okay. Ooh, they're back. Okay.
Mesopotamia, shooting, robbing, killing. This is a blood gang.
Blood era.
Having the murder rate of 37.79 per 100,000 inhabitants, it ranks as one of the highest murder rates in the world, making Belize 5th dangerous country in the world in 2022. Most of the problems are caused by the gangs, which live in the infamous southern parts of the Belize city. So I didn't ask at my hostel that I wanna go to the most dangerous areas, but I asked that I have heard about that there are some more sketchy areas. Where should I not go to avoid those areas? So they kindly draw me a map showing the southern part of the city.
And they're like, do not go there.
Here, that area I should avoid. It being
They're like, do not go there. Okay.
Let's go and explore.
And that's exactly where we're going, baby.
It's a bit too much to walk to the center because my feet are completely dead. It's about 5 kilometers or so. And the buses, they seem to be much more infrequent now that it's Sunday. I've been waiting almost half an hour here. Yesterday it was 10 minutes or something. Bus is going all the time. Finally then came a bus.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Alright, we arrived here to the bus terminal, so we need to go more south from there.
I think I've seen it. This dude before.
Michael Finnegan Market, so it should be pretty near this way. Seems it could be this one. Hello.
Yeah, around. Around here. This is the market.
Okay.
Bus station, and that's it here.
Okay, the market is around here.
The guy's trying. He's like,
Here, don't go that way. I say that way is too dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, don't go that way.
It's dangerous during the day also.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
gangs. Many gangs, man.
Right from here, from that lane to here.
Many gangs, man. They do shoot, pew, pew.
So, that way should be more dangerous area. Let's first explore the market and then let's head more that way and see what we can find. Well, it actually seems that the market is pretty much ending here, so let's venture
He went
to a
late.
more dangerous area.
Okay, let's see what's dangerous about it. There's two real bad areas in Albuquerque, and I lived
The
in one of
streets
them.
are instantly turning more quiet. Not a very good sign, though it's interesting. Hello. Just exploring the area. You're from here?
Where you from?
From Finland?
Oh, Finland.
Yeah. Yeah, just exploring.
You that guy?
No, I don't know.
You alone?
Oh, my friends are there.
Dang, he's like, be careful.
Dangerous area, this one.
That neighborhood.
Okay. Is there?
Lucky thing was the gangs in the area prefer.
What do you need to eat?
I'm looking for actually the cow food soup.
Covered soup?
Yeah.
Want me to show you?
If you have some restaurant here.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Come on. Bad neighborhood, man. You're in the right neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you're in a bad neighborhood, dude. Let me get you the fuck out of here.
Ah, Miro. Nice to meet you.
Trying to sell a van right now, my van.
Lucky thing. The two gangs in the area prefer hand-to-hand fistfights over guns or overnight so violence. Damn,
Yeah.
We're gonna walk into hell.
Oh,
dude, New Mexico is crazy.
Get robbed.
yeah, and it's need to be.
I remember my baby mama used to live in fucking
Stop and he
um
stop and he was there. Yeah. He was lucky that I went through.
Cruces, New Mexico. That shit sucked.
Gang. Yeah.
Youngsters are the one that's doing killing now.
Yeah.
Young kids.
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah.
I don't have nothing to do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
The heart of the gang.
Okay.
There's a police station right down the road.
Police station inside the gang.
Right down the road. Like 1 block away.
Okay.
They had like honor and shit, bringing up a gun to a fight, and she just looked like a bitch, like a pussy.
This is one of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm an older guy.
He's like, they don't fuck with me. I'm an older guy.
Hello. Oh yeah. Yeah, that I heard it's really beautiful. Yeah, that one the move there.